Hello students, now we are going to go through another topic, that is margin propensity to consume or MPC. Okay, so what does it mean? Let's go through the meaning of it. Meaning means it refers to the ratio of change in consumption, change in consumption to the change in income. Okay, so how it is represented? MPC is equal to nothing but delta C upon delta Y. What does it show? See, in economy what happens when your additional income is generated? Okay, when this additional income is generated, okay, so how much part of that additional income is going to consumption? अगर आपकी इनकम 100 रुपए से 200 रुपए बढ़ जाती है, डबल हो जाती है, तो उस एडिशनल 100 रुपए का कितना पार्ट, कितना पोर्शन कंज्यूम हो रहा है, दैट इट टेल्स अस. ओके, सो this is the definition. This is how the formula or the ratio of this MPC looks like. So just note it down. Now we are going to go through the schedule and diagram. Okay, now let us draw first the schedule. The same schedule we can take. Okay, no need to take anything extra. The same schedule I am taking over here. The old one, 200, 300, like that we can take. Here see I have taken like 40, 120, just the previous one. Okay, no changes at all. I'm increasing this by 100, increasing this by 80, and remember, don't increase both at the same pace. Means if you're increasing this 100, increasing the consumption also at the rate of 100, it should not be done. See, I'm increasing at rate of 100 here, and here by 80 it is less. Okay, so remember it. Now saving, but here in APC we don't need actually saving, so actually you can just go through directly, and if you want to present both the things you can present, but I'm here taking one topic at a time, so I'm writing just here this year MPC. MPC is what? This year change in C upon change in Y. Okay, now how we calculate? At this time we don't have change in C, so this figure, the previous, here you cannot find out the change in C because the previous figure you don't know. But look at here. Here you can find out what will be the figure over here. Here you can say 80. It is 80 divided by 100. So I'm writing here 80 divided by 100. What will come? 0.8. Now this divided by this, the change. How much the change is here? 80 is the change. Okay. How much is the change over here? It is 100. I'm writing here 100. Two zeros. Decimal point will come here. So 0.80 or 0.8 you can say. And this is same everywhere. Like here also you will find 80. Here also you will find 80. Same with 100, 100. So everywhere it is going to be 0.8, 0.8. Okay. So it is constant. Basically this MPS, if you look at the slope, so it is having a linear slope, means there is no change in the rate, so our line is straight, it is not going or curving out. Okay, so our line will be straight. So just let us try to understand by the help of this consumption curve. So consumption curve start from where? We know that due to presence of this autonomous consumption it will start somewhere from here. Okay, so make it C. Okay, so now if this is income and this is your consumption line. Okay, so what we can say, that it is starting from here, we can write is 40. Okay, this, after that what is happening? Suppose at 100 level of income, this 100 level of income, it has risen to 120. So right here 120, 120. Okay, now let us just mark this point here like this. Okay, and like join this. Okay, now after this what happens? Our next point, here let's take 200 also. Okay, 200 and 200. So mark here somewhere 200. Okay, and join these 2 points like this. Like this point we can join. Okay, now what's happening? here at this point we know that our APC is 1 here. This is the basically this is the point where you can say it is break even. But we are not here talking about this break even and all. We want to know this actually this MPC, which is nothing but also called as the slope. So what is the slope? See, if you're moving from this point to this point and take it this A point, take this is B point. So between this A to B, what is the ratio? Okay, so how to find it out? If you extend this will be a particular circle over here. And what you're going to calculate for here what is this thing? This thing says your consumption level. So here you can see this is your consumption level. It is increasing from 120 to 200, means 80. So I can write like change in C here is 80. And what is the change here? It is 100. So I can write for here the change in Y is equal to 100. Okay, so what is your MPC over here? 80 by 100. Okay, so I'm only talking about this particular shaded area. Okay, so here if you solve it, it will come around 0.8. Okay, so this is the thing, and this is your diagram. So if MPC comes, this is what you are going to do. This is the schedule, this will be the diagram, and definition we already noted down. And remember this MPC, 2 points you have to remember, which usually comes in 1 marks question sometimes, that this value of this MPC lies between, or you can write MPC value lies between 0 and 1. ओके तो इसकी वैल्यू 0 और 1 के बीच में ही लाई करती है. So you will have to remember this. Okay, इसका मतलब क्या होता है? सी 0 and 1 मतलब क्या होता है? 1 मीन्स इसको समझ सकते हो 100%. ओके, एंड 0 मीन्स यू आर स्पेंडिंग इट कंप्लीटली. अगर MPC 0 है, सपोज दिस MPC 0 मीन्स व्हाट? सी यू आर सेविंग योर एंटायर इनकम, मे बी पॉसिबल. तो हो सकता है आप पूरी इनकम सेव कर रहे हो या कंज्यूम कर रहे हो उसको, डिपेंड्स. If your MPC is 100%, suppose if it is 1, means what? Here MPS is, if it is MPC is equal to 1, it means that आप पूरा का पूरा पैसा अपना you are spending your entire amount. Okay, if it is 0.5, that means the additional income, जो भी आपका additional income है उसका 50% ही आप क्या कर रहे हो? खर्च कर रहे हो. ठीक है, ये उसका मतलब रहता है. Okay, then second point you can write is that MPC for poor people, or poor people is more. Okay, and less for rich. Less for rich. What does it mean now? See, एडिशनल इनकम हुआ है तो उसका, अगर कोई गरीब है तो ही उसके पास बहुत सारे डिजायर्स होते हैं चीजों के. ही वांट्स टू गेट अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स. ओके, सो हिज एमपीसी विल बी हाई. अगर उसका इनकम बढ़ता है तो उसका कंजम्पशन भी वो बढ़ाएगा. ही इज गोइंग टू इंक्रीज हिज कंजम्पशन लेवल. But if it's he's a rich person, like take an example of this somebody rich like Dhirubhai Ambani. Now already his desire is fulfilled, already is having lot of things with him. So what happens for him? This MPC will be less. If his income is increasing, that doesn't mean he will increase his expenditure. उसका एमपीसी कम रहेगा, उसका रेट कम रहेगा. क्यों? क्योंकि ऑलरेडी उसने काफ़ी चीज़ें अचीव कर ली है, बहुत सारी चीज़ों का डिज़ायर खत्म हो जाता है तो वो कम रहता है. बट एक गरीब के लिए हो सकता है सोफा सेट, टेलीविजन, इवन लाइक कूलर्स एंड ऑल, ये सब चीज़ों की नीड रहती है, रिक्वायरमेंट रहती है, तो वो खर्च करता है. तो पुअर का ज़्यादा होता है, उसकी इंक्रीज होगी ना एडिशनल इनकम, तो वो ज़्यादा पोर्शन खर्च करेगा. बट अमीर क्या करेगा? ज़्यादा पार्ट को सेव करता है, वो कंजम्पशन ज़्यादा नहीं करता है. तो दिस इज द मीनिंग ऑफ सेकेंड पॉइंट. ओके, one more thing, remember this MPC plus MPS is equal to 1. You have to remember this thing कि MPC plus MPS, ये जो एडिशनल इनकम है उसका कुछ पार्ट तो कंज्यूम होगा, कुछ पार्ट सेव होगा, और वो होगा 1 या फिर 100%. ओके, तो अगर अपन बोलते हैं कि MPC, ये जो MPC है, इफ दिस इज 1, ओके, मतलब मैंने पूरा का पूरा पैसा कंज्यूम कर दिया. ठीक है, तो MPS कितना हो जाएगा? व्हाट विल बी MPS? तो MPS विल बी 0. मतलब कि उस एडिशनल इनकम का मैंने सेव कुछ भी नहीं किया. ओके, क्या दिखा रहे हैं यहाँ पे कि अगर MPC 1 है, मतलब मैंने पूरा जो भी एडिशनल हुई थी इनकम मेरी 100 रुपए को मैंने पूरा खर्च कर दिया, इसलिए वो 1 लिखा हुआ है. ओके, इफ इट इज 1 तो MPS क्या होगा? तो MPS, वी नो दिस MPC plus MPS इक्वल टू 1. तो इसको 1 रखेंगे, दिस एमपीएस 1 विल गो फ्रॉम दिस साइड टू दिस साइड, 1 माइनस 1 विल बी 0, मीन्स मैंने कुछ सेव नहीं किया. ओके, नाउ इफ दिस इज समथिंग एल्स लाइक इट इज 0.5, मैंने 50% खर्च किया एडिशनल इनकम का, तो एमपीएस कितना होगा? तो इट विल बी 1 माइनस 0.5, 0.5 इधर आ जाएगा तो कितना आ जाएगा 0.5. तो 50% खर्च किया, 50% सेव किया. So this is same for both the things, like this formula is same. Okay, MPC plus MPS is equal to 1, इन दोनों की ही वैल्यू 0 और 1 के बीच में लाई करती है. Now let us go through this MPS now. Marginal propensity to save this time. Okay, so you don't need to do anything, just write S. Okay, here also S, saving, change in saving to change in income. Now yes, this will make a fresh one, we don't need this. Okay, and this thing we also rub. Okay, fine. Now what happens, see, now we want this thing, MPS change in S by change in Y, change in saving we need. So this thing, it is much better to write it here, like MPS you want now this, so we'll have to find saving, because here delta S is there as a numerator. Okay, so what we need to do, we'll have to calculate this saving. So what will be the saving? Y minus C, it is going to be minus 40, this is going to be minus 20, 0 and 20. Okay, so this is the thing. Now let us calculate this MPS now. What will be this MPS? MPS going to be this divided by this. So change in saving, it is going from minus 40 to 20, that means 20 will be delta S here. Okay, and delta Y will be, delta Y will be how much? 100, it is same, 100 we write. And how do we calculate this? Delta S upon delta Y. I'm standing on my wrong side, so that's my writing is not coming proper. So delta is what? 20 divided by 100, and if you solve it out, it will be 0.20 or 0.20. In case of MPC, what was happening? 0.80 was coming, which means what? 0.80 means what? It means out of 100%, 80% income is consumed. Here it is coming 0.2. So I can say that this is 20% for me. तो मेरी एडिशनल इनकम का 20% मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ? सेव कर रहा हूँ यहाँ पे. ओके, आई एम सेविंग दैट 20% here. So if this figure, this you cannot find out, delta S you don't know. Okay, previous figure you don't know. So what you write here? Put a dash. Okay, then here you know 20 divided by 100. Then here again 20 divided by 100. Again here 20 divided by 100 will be there. What is going to come? Answer is going to be common, 0.20, 0.20, 0.20. It is also a linear function. Okay, so same thing we can draw like here. So no problems with this schedule. Just like we have drawn for the MPC, you can draw for MPS also. And what does it mean? So basically MP is what? It refers to the ratio of change in saving to the change in income. Simple. It refers to the change in saving to the change in income. It's a ratio, okay, of what? Change in saving to the change in income. Learn it by heart. Okay, now let us look at the diagram now. So what will be the diagram here? Or let's make it over here, it is visible. Okay, this is the y-axis, this is the x-axis. Now this is a 0, but the saving curve, due to presence of this autonomous consumption, it is going to start from here minus 40, we know this. Okay, then it is going to move up, because saving, in saving consumption you already studied, the saving curves slope is positive in relation to income. इनकम के रिलेशन में सेविंग का कर्व कैसा रहता है? पॉजिटिव रहता है. इसका मतलब क्या होता है? सेविंग अगर बढ़ेगी आपकी, तो आप क्या करोगे? सेव ज्यादा करोगे, खर्च कम करोगे. ठीक है, तो सेव हम यहाँ पे, ये सेविंग बढ़ती है, देखो माइनस माइनस अभी निकाल रहे हैं पैसा सेविंग में से, फिर नहीं निकालना पड़ा, इनकम बढ़ रही है. कंजम्पशन उतना नहीं बढ़ रहा जिस लेवल पे हमारी इनकम बढ़ रही है, और धीरे धीरे एक स्टेज पे क्या हुआ? हमारी पॉजिटिव सेविंग्स हो गई. तो यहाँ पर ये जो कट कर रहा है यहाँ पर, तो जब तक इस शेडेड रीजन में हो तो आप माइनस में हो. यहाँ पर सेविंग 0 हो जाती है, और यहाँ पर इस एरिया में सेविंग आपकी पॉजिटिव सेविंग्स हो जाती है. You should know this. Okay, तो ये पॉजिटिव सेविंग्स यहाँ पर हो जाती है. आई एम रबिंग दिस फॉर टाइम बिंग. let's come back to the topic. We are talking about slope of this saving curve. Okay, so suppose at this point here, when it is 0, this income, this saving curve is 0 here. So if this part here is your 100, say for example here it is 100, write one more point minus 20, and suppose if you join this point here, at this point it is going to be your another level, which is your 100 level. 100 you are having minus 20, so just you can draw like this, drop the previous shaded area region so that it is visible. Now you can see it. Okay, so what level of income is this? This is 100. At 100 minus 20 was there. Only look at the saving curve and this y. Okay, saving is minus 20 at what level? 100 level of income. Now this level, this one is 200. Okay, so what is happening? This level is 200, so we know at this level the saving is 0. So this is the point. So you can say that here, what is the change in saving? If you calculate MPS, it is change in S upon change in Y. So you can easily find out. Okay, and let's draw one more thing. 300, this is the level of 300. Okay, at 300 also we can say it is 20. So let us write plus 20 here, and join this point also like this. Join this point. Okay, now if you want to take out for any point, you can take out. Like from here you can take out, from this point A, B, C, this point you can easily take out. I am taking out for this shaded region. Okay, this shaded region I am taking out. Okay, now how to take out? Change in S. So what is change in S? This is your saving curve. This is your saving curve. Okay, so what is the change? This is the change here. So what is the change here? It is going from this 0 to minus, sorry, plus 20. Plus 20. So I can write here plus 20, which is change in S. Okay, change in S it is. So this change in S is nothing but 20 here. What is change in Y here? Change in Y. So this portion in which your income is increasing from 200 to 300, which means it is 100. The change is 100 over here. The same thing you can see from here also. And if you cut this thing, so it will be 0.20. So for this particular slope I have calculated, and it will be the same for the other slope because this is a linear saving curve. So easily we can see or find that at any slope this MPS is going to be the same, because the rate of this income increasing, like here it is increasing 100 and here it is increasing by 80, so no change will be there. It is a linear function, means line straight रहेगा. Linear function का मतलब यही होता है. Okay, changes अगर हो जाएंगे तो ये ऐसा नहीं बनेगा, line will be somehow like this. ऐसा लाइन बनने के बजाय सेविंग का ऐसा लाइन बनने के ऐसा हो जाएगा, टेढ़ा हो जाएगा. It will be a curve line. Okay, so this is not the thing. This will be a part of your graduation or post graduation. So as of now, just write the schedule, learn the diagrams, and the definition, of course, which I already explained to you, that it refers to the ratio of change in saving to change in income. Okay, so just note it down.